Before using the Contact 2000 Weedwiper, consider your safety and requirements. Ensure you have the correct training and certificates for the application method. If unsure, consult a BASIS qualified advisor. The operator must have the appropriate license and competence to drive the vehicle and use the equipment. Check for any restrictions on applying herbicide sprays to the land in question, e.g. habitat land, and any other designations. Check cross-compliance or glacier scheme requirements where relevant. Check the weather forecast for the day of application and the following days. Do not apply herbicides if heavy rain is forecast within 3 days. The operator should be familiar with any watercourses, including ditches, wells or boreholes, and plan routes around and between fields to avoid fording any ditches or watercourses. Remember that under cross-compliance, no spray should be applied within 2 metres of a watercourse unless a permit is obtained in advance from Natural Resources Wales. When you've done this, you're ready to set up the machine. First, fix the drawbar to the machine as it's likely to be delivered separated from the main machine. The height of the brush is controlled and changed by using the grab handle to change heights, whilst pulling the height control pin out of position. Set the height of the brush as low as possible, ensuring the brush is not touching any grass. Next, connect up the sprayer tank hoses to ensure all the liquid goes straight into the Contact 2000 spray line. Finally, make sure you have connected the 12-volt wiring supply successfully with the supplied control box in the line before the pump. Understanding how the control box works is key to the successful use of the Contact 2000 Weedwiper. Switch on the power to the system and the control box will light up. The toggle switch allows you to adjust between 1 and 99. After 99, it goes to F5, which is a full spray facility, which keeps the pump constantly powered, which is only required for the pre-weed wiping checks using clean water only. The display digits allows you to dial in what you estimate as the percentage of weed infestation. For example, if the whole area is infested with rush, it's easy. Put the control box digit at 99. This will activate the pump every 21 seconds and apply half a litre of chemical mix each time. If there is 75% infestation, put it at 75. If there's a 50% infestation, put it at 50. If it's estimated less than 25%, put it at 25. All of the above settings are pre-calculated to apply the chemical mix at the correct rate. You may be surprised at how little chemical you actually need to use. At 11 kph on good ground conditions, you can cover 7 acres per hour with a 2.5 metre wide Contact 2000 Weedwiper. Do a final test to make sure everything is working okay. Using clean water, check for any leaks, including inside the hood. Use F5 function on the control box for this. Once checks are complete, the Weedwiper is ready to take chemical. Glyphosate is the only chemical to be used in a Weedwiper. When adding the chemical, check the product labels for advice on what personal protective kit should be worn and ensure it is available during chemical handling and filling of the machine. A drip tray must be placed beneath the tank whilst filling so any drips or spills are contained. Have a chemical spill kit to hand to help contain any leaks or major spillages and ensure you know how to operate it. In the event of a neat or mixed spray entering a watercourse, contact Natural Resources Wales. To lower the risk of water pollution, the handling and mixing of sprays must be undertaken on an impermeable surface where any spills or wash water are contained. All wash water or spills captured need to be treated through a lined biobed or biofilter. Alternatively, filling can be undertaken in field, provided it is done well away from any watercourses, gateways, springs, wells or boreholes. The field must have grass cover and the soil must not be compacted, cracked or waterlogged. For empty spray containers, refer to the product label for advice on disposal. If there are no instructions, you should triple rinse the container with clean water and pour this water back into the tank. This will be used and spread to the crop. This water should not be poured down a drain or sewer. Once triple rinsed, dispose of the container in line with current guidelines. Replace the lid on the tank when filled and return any unused sprays to your secured store. The last part of the operation is selecting a forward speed. This is not critical compared to traditional boom spraying, as the machine is wiping chemical from the brush at a set rate. It is important you travel at a safe speed depending on ground conditions. If you are on a really hilly area, you may be limited to as low as 5 kph, whereas on flat good ground conditions, you can travel safely at a maximum wiping speed of 11 kph. When the whole area is covered with rush, set the control box to 99 to apply the maximum amount of mixed chemical. Just focus on the safe driving and ensure you cover the whole area. When wiping an area of lower density, adjust the control box to a lower rate. Starting work with only half tank of spray mixture to evaluate product use compared to weed density can help to avoid the need to dispose of excess product mix. Finally, and very importantly, an override button function allows the operator to top up the brush with chemical when it considered necessary for a quick 6-second half-litre top up. Never constantly press this, as you'll be applying far too much chemical mix. The aim is to have enough chemical on the brush to produce a good kill without getting to a saturation point where the brush starts to drip. If this occurs, simply turn off the machine for a short time whilst continuing to wiping or turning back the control box to a lower setting. Remember to disconnect the sprayer tank hose before leaving the treated area to allow any wash water to drain. Ensure this is away from any gateways and watercourses. When finished, clean outside of the machinery and equipment with clean water to remove any spray residue, as this could cause pollution. This can be done back in the designated handling area where wash water can be contained, but preferably complete before leaving the treated field. But again, remember to be well away from any watercourse. Ensure you're wearing the appropriate personal protective kit. The tank will need to be washed with clean water. Identify an area of untreated weed to apply the washings to, always following the terms of the product approval. By applying the washings in this way, it ensures the tank and all pipes, hoses, valves, nozzles and induction systems are thoroughly cleaned. Records of all pesticide applications should be kept for glass steer and cross-compliance requirements. Finally, store the machine safely and ready for its next use.